Hello everyone and welcome to Harv's World, where we are taking a look at pigs. Yes, this is the final tutorial in our animal series, the grand finale for pigs. Are pigs that grand? Well, let's find out. As always, I'm only using base game equipment and base game buildings for the tutorials, so no mods have been installed that would affect these animals whatsoever. Now, I've been a little bit remiss in some of my other videos. I haven't really gone into the shop and shown where to find things, so I'm going to cover all of that in this as well as pigs. But this is the small pig enclosure. If you go into your shop, go to your placeables, animal pens, and we scroll over, we can see that we have two pig enclosures, a standard pig enclosure and a large pig enclosure. The large holds 300. The small that we're using today holds 100. And if you look down here, you can see exactly what is expected for you to provide your pigs, at least in icon form. We will touch on that more in just a little bit. So, for the pig enclosure, we do have a food trough. We also have the water trough right here. We have a straw tip-in point here. And pigs also produce slurry in this pit, manure in this pit, and of course, we have our animal dealer dialogue right here on this side of the building. Now, we do need pigs, obviously, to start this, and I'm going to tell you right now that shipping your own pigs or hauling your own pigs is going to be kind of important in this one, because your pigs cost money to move back and forth between the dealer, and all of your profit is tied up in buying and selling pigs. Actually, that's not quite true. All of your profit is tied up in selling pigs. If you're paying for them to be shipped, that's cutting directly into your profit, and you don't want that, because they're not making that much money in small quantities. In large quantities, you can make quite a bit of money off of pigs. So anyway, we are at the animal dealer, and we've got pigs right up at the top. There are 4 different kinds: pink, white, black and white, and pure black. Again, as with all the other animals, the color doesn't matter. They all do exactly the same thing. So we're just going to grab one of each to start with. Like so. Confirm. And I have got 4 perfect little piggies in the back of my trailer. Get those back over to the pig enclosure. Again, they like riding with the top down. Pigs enjoy a nice cool breeze. Why do you think they roll around in the mud? So we just pull the trailer right up into our animal dialogue area, and we move those over to the farm. All 4. Confirm. Get this out of the way, and we can see as we roll by that we've got our nice little piggies wandering around our enclosure at this point. Okay, very good. We've got pigs now. What do we need to do for them? Well, let's go to our animal dialogue and take a look. So, where we stand at this point, our pen information, it's clean at the moment, but they do need water, they need straw, and the thing that makes pigs just a little bit tricky, and why I've saved them for last, is because they need 4 types of food. Pigs need the 4 basic food groups of corn, wheat or barley, soybeans or canola or sunflowers, and potatoes or sugar beet. So you need to provide them all 1 item from each of these 4 categories. So, as it just so happens, I happen to have 4 trailers ready to go. Actually, I don't want to do that quite yet. What I want to do is go ahead and get more pigs in here. I'm going to run this up to about 30. Now again, if you're doing this on your own, you'd want to try to move these with a trailer or something similar. You know, whatever you can use to move your pigs. because that's going to save you $100. And we'll just take a look. If I move one pig here, the pig costs $1,500, and it tacks on another $100 transportation fee. So they end up running you $1,600. When you sell them, you're going to pay that $100 again. So you're losing $200 on transportation fees that way. Now, we'll talk about why that matters for pigs in particular just a little bit later. But we do need to give them the 4 basic pig food groups, and the first one I've got here is corn. So we're just going to tip in corn for 30 pigs. I don't know how much they're going to take of this, but if they take it all, that's just as well. And they did, so just drop that trailer there. We've only got 3 more to go. Got some sunflower seeds in this one. And again, this could be sunflower, this could be canola or soybean. It just needs to be some type of bean or seed. Now, corn is just corn. There's no substitute for that. There is our sunflowers. And these piggies are not small eaters. They are going to eat quite a bit. At least they're going to require quite a bit. Now, as you recall, if we fill the food trough up to 100%, well, you'll recall if you've watched other animal videos, animal tutorials, if we fill the food trough up to 100%, this food will last about 10 days before you have to replenish it. You can replenish as often as you like, but a full food trough gives you 10 days without having to do anything. Now we got barley in this trailer, and this could be either barley or wheat. Mix or match, it doesn't matter. So if you've got a little bit of wheat, toss it in. If you've got some more barley, toss that in. It just has to be one of the other to fulfill that particular food requirement. Alright, that's our barley. We'll just keep dropping our trailers right here. Now we are at our final, and this one is going to be potatoes, and mix or match again with potatoes or sugar beets. Either one doesn't matter. And again, if you've got just a little bit of potatoes, you can toss those in and then finish off the rest with sugar beet. It's pretty mix or match, just as long as you provide one of the 2 for this particular food group. So we have just provided them with 84,000 liters of food. 21,000 liters in each trailer. So these pigs are not going to require small amounts of food. You are going to have to produce quite a bit to get started with pigs. And especially when it comes to potatoes and sugar beets, that can be quite the chore. So now, obviously, we got to give our pigs some water. They are going to get thirsty after eating all of that. And we just pull our water tanker up here and tip it in. If we look at our shop menu, actually, go to our tools and look at animals, you'll see that animal water tankers are in the animals menu here in the shop. So water, milk, things like that you will find right here. Okay, so it looks like our piggies have all the water that they're going to need. Now, the last thing that pigs are going to require, just like cattle, is straw. Pigs need bedding. So we have 2 different methods of providing them with bedding. If you have bales, if you are a fan of baling and storing bales, then straw bales are your ticket. And if you have straw bales, you're going to need a bale shredder. like the coon primer here. And again, if you go into your shop, tools, animals, right here, you can find actually the coon knight. That's a mixer wagon actually. Right here, the coon primer. These other small bale shredders will work for you just as well. But we take the bale shredder up to the tip end point, which is just right here. And this does have a particular side that this has to be lined up on. It's going to output to the right. So when we come in, we just hit our trigger and it's going to start dumping straw into the pen like so. Now, one other option that you have is if you like loose straw, which personally I prefer to use loose hay, loose straw, whatever if I need it. But you can just tip straw right in from a trailer. Okay, so you just bring your straw trailer right into the tip end point like so. It will let you know when you can start tipping straw in, and you can look at the pen and see that it is filling up with straw. The straw will allow these pigs to make manure and slurry and do whatever foul things pigs must be doing in their time around the pen, aside from just eating and wallowing in mud. So there we go. We've got food, we've got water, we have got straw. We have got everything that these piggies need at the moment. Let's take a look at them again in our dialog box. Now, we did get them almost full with food. They are at 100% cleanliness. They have 6,000 liters of water, 9,000 liters of straw. They are all full up there. Productivity has not caught up with us yet for any of our 30 pigs. At this point, we are going to fast forward about 24 hours and see what our pigs are doing for us. We'll be right back. Okay, so it's been almost exactly 24 hours, give or take 15 minutes. And we are going to go back to our animal dialog box and see exactly where we're at. So now we can see that our pig productivity is at 99%. We are looking good in that regard. No problems. Cleanliness is 98%. I've been taking care of keeping the food trough area clean. We'll discuss that in just a second. And water and food is still in good shape. So our pigs are doing well. And in order to keep a trough area clean, they're going to spit out pig food. And it's just labeled as pig food here. You just go through, scoop it up in a bucket, and you're just going to toss it right back into the food trough where they can re-enjoy whatever they were enjoying before. Now, a note about pig food. You can purchase pig food. There are mods out there that will allow you to make pig food, but purchasing pig food is probably going to kill any profit you could potentially make off of your pigs. It is expensive. If you want to purchase pig food, you can go into your objects, your big bags, and right here, the very first one, 1,000 liters of pig food. Well, we know we put 82,000 liters in their trough to begin with. I don't necessarily know how this pig food translates, but that's still going to be a very expensive proposition. Now, how are we making money off of our pigs? Well, interesting you should ask that question, because why are we raising pigs if we're not going to make money off of them? Well, making money off pigs is totally based on the reproduction rate. Productivity determines how quickly they reproduce. So right now our pigs are at good productivity, 99%. That's pretty well based on food and cleanliness. So you need to keep your pen clean. Food is most important, making sure that they have everything that they need. Our reproduction rate right now with 30 pigs is one new pig every 11 hours and 15 minutes, and we can expect the next pig in 11 hours. If we jump back into our animal dealer dialog box now, we can see right here we've got 33 of the 100 pigs we can have in this pen. All of our pigs are valued at $1,000. Now, you can keep these pigs to start with if you want to build up like breeding stock. So say we have 100 space for 100, you might want to get up to 50, and then you've got 50 that'll start reproducing, and you can start a rotating stock that way. But again, if I want to sell this pig, I have to pay $100 unless I transport it myself. But all of the profit from pigs comes from selling your new pigs. So even letting the dealer even paying the dealer's transport cost, you're going to make $2,700 off of these pigs right out of the gate. 24 hours later, we've already made $3,000 now, and that's just for a small group of pigs, only 30. So obviously the more pigs you have, the more money you're going to make. Also, looking at our animals again, we can see that they are producing manure and they are producing slurry. Some maps will allow you to sell slurry and manure. Other maps, you just have to use it as fertilizer for your own farm. We can see that manure is starting to build up here. And if we had a tank that would hold it, we could see that slurry is available to us right here. So you can use that for fertilizer for your own farm, or on some maps you can sell it off to make additional money. Totally up to you. But pigs are all about breeding. You want to keep your productivity high so that your pigs breed as fast as possible, so that you have many, many, many baby pigs to send off to the bacon factory. And remember, bacon is the fairy dust of the food world. You can sprinkle bacon on anything and make it taste better. So, this is my tutorial on pigs. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I do appreciate you taking a look. If you found this video informative and helpful, do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. And until next time, take care.